pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice for all.
Call, please.
Mr. Bowler, on this plate, it will be a few minutes late. Mr. Blanton
Here.
and Mr. Robinson here.
All right, can I get a motion for the acceptance of the minutes for December 18, 2024, the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees?
You want to do one at a time? That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes from the December 18th, 2024 regular meeting of the Board of Trustees.
All right, I'll second it since you made that motion.
All right, Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
And Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
All right, need a motion for the acceptance of the minutes of January 7, 2025, organizational meeting by the Board of Trustees.
And we'll make a motion that we accept the minutes of the January 7th, 2025 organizational meeting.
I will second.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
All right, a motion for the acceptance of the invoices.
I will make a motion that we accept all the invoices as presented to the fiscal officer last month.
And I will second that.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
And Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
All right, sheriff's report, Lieutenant.
Good evening, everybody. Lieutenant Gower, Lieutenant County Sheriff. The report for December 2024. Sheriff's Department went to 236 dispatch runs. 230 of those were, it looks like 300 actually. I messed up on the report. 230 were police details, meaning they were dispatched, and 70 of those were self-initiated contract stuff. Service exchange, 115 times Miami Township cars were requested outside of Miami Township, back up to Kennedy cars, far west. 90 times they actually proceeded, 25 of those they were disregarded and routed. 207 times county cars outside of Miami Township came in to assist or asked them. 97 of the times they were proceeded to Miami Township, 110 they were disregarded. During the month, we took 6 criminal reports and 13 non-criminal reports and 8 auto accident reports. I also have, I don't know if it would come up with either from the citizens or from the township, a number of cars were broken into recently. I just want to assure you that I spoke with detectives, actually with Mr. Fisher, who used to work out here also. They are working some evidence through. They have some leads that they're following on that. Video from credit card users and whatnot. With that, any questions?
All right, any questions for the Lieutenant?
What area were all those break-ins?
So it was on to Quadrant, Tango, Samba. There's also Heritage. Right. I actually had better, not to get too much away, but it's nothing from the Heritage area.
In just in general, very brief.
Yes.
Okay. Are we seeing an uptick in that in general, or is that mostly our area?
And that kind of activity as far as breaking into cars, I wouldn't say uptick, but it's been a trend, I guess, in the last couple of years. The other thing I was going to hopefully have is that they solved it because they, the following night, they had a bust of 4 juveniles and 1 adult. They were doing the same thing in Anderson, used to do stolen cars. They stole 2 cars and then went to go break into cars and they caught them. They did not admit to anything from here, so it's hard to tell if they were, they weren't from Anderson either. They were from more of the central area. So, you get some, you get, and it's hard to tell if they're the same group that hit us or not. So, there's an ongoing fight.
All right, any other questions?
I just have one that, I've noticed an increase of dump trucks going on my residence. There for a long time, there were very few, and now all of a sudden it seems to be picked up both ways.
Okay.
So, you know, the bridge down to Jordan, there's a limit. Just saying,
Well,
I'm not sure.
we have a traffic enforcement, on our page that does that specifically. So can you give me a time and an address to, for them to say that?
It's usually around 40, around where I live, in the Frog Town there.
Okay.
And it's usually in the morning and off and on.
Early in the morning?
Yeah, early toward the morning.
I'll get with this. Yeah, we have,
You may be
you
fine.
can't miss it. We've got a giant F-350 that he does all, most of the truck enforcement for the county. So we can get them up there.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, administrator's report, Mr. Brett.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to leave this on my report until we get that camper and everything done on Bridgetown Road, so Mr. Beck doesn't have to come and ask about it. Between the holidays and the weather, we've not seen a lot of action, but Mr. Lindenschmidt has been in touch with the owner again. And we expect that once the snow goes away and above zero, that we will see some immediate response on that. We also touched base with two other people on nuisance as well. West Park expansion, Bearbecker was going really well on that until the weather got bad. So we're a little bit behind in that, but we do have a meeting next Friday to talk about the progress on that, and hopefully we'll be able to start on bid packages for that and have that ready to go off bid this spring. So Mark is also, they didn't get to locate the spot for the water fill tank before it snowed, but we know they need to do that. I talked with Rusty at Clean Waterworks about locating the existing water line that runs across that property. We know where it goes through the creek on the neighbor's property. We know where the pit is at the property line, but said that he and Ronnie Miller last year had a locator out and they tried to locate that line and it's so deep that they couldn't find it. So I'll be working with Wayne when the weather gets a little better and we're going to locate that. Mark for the evening. Plans the park. It's not going to delay the water fill station though. So because we'll just be tapping them right there where everybody else is. Fire contracts with the villages, all three villages have signed their extension. Tim and I had a meeting with all three villages lined up for last Monday. But the snowfall event, we ended up and canceled that. We held off till the very last minute. But Sunday night, we decided whether we're trying to get everybody out and up here. So that meeting is rescheduled for next Monday. So, Jordan Road water line, we'd hope to get out this week and do a walk or a ride to look at that. And with the snow, we can't look at any of the issues. So we've rescheduled that walkthrough tentatively, depending on everybody being available, for Thursday, January 23rd. It's supposed to be a little warmer that week. So we're just going to pile people in the cars, but it should be warm enough we can get out and walk in the area that we need to see. Abercrombie and Associates has the overlay done so that we'll be able to see where they need easements and things like that when we do that walkthrough. I know this seems early, but the May primary early voting starts in April. So I'm going to suggest that our next meeting would be ready to talk about some ambassador meetings so we can have public information sessions on the fire levy so we can explain the facts about that. And that's just to put that on your radar. I don't know if anybody noticed on the way in, but the building should have been lit up really well. We went to that new technology called photocell like we did the parking lot lights last year. And, all the exterior lights, my wife and I came up to Wildlife last night, had dinner, came over, and everything was on. There are two pendant lights that are above the entry doors out in front and above the event center. The ballasts are bad in those, so we're getting LED replacements for that. And when they get those in, every light on the outside should work. And, I know that doesn't seem like that should be a big deal, but we've bought that lighting system since I got here. And, so I'm excited to see that we have all that working. And that's pretty much all I have tonight. Unless you have any questions for me.
All right, any questions for Mr. Brett? All right, thanks, Jim.
Thank you for your efforts in getting that right. It's been a long time coming.
Okay, we're getting ready to go to our department reports. Anybody from the public would like to address the board, you can come on up and do that at this time, if there's any. All right, we'll move, we're gonna skip Chief Schuman, he's en route, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back to the fire department. Senior Center, Mr. Herbert.
A big, huge thank you to the maintenance department, all the guys cleaning the streets, all the good stuff.
They did excellent.
They did a great job. It has been a nightmare out there. So that Wayne, are you listening? Okay. Thank you.
Say we appreciate that.
I'll tell the guys.
And all the guys.
Yes, the guys know. Thank you. And the lot for the senior center is great. And the good shape is sculpted. And so thank you very, very much. Because I just think that would be a nightmare. And another thank you, Mr. Hughes. I think we're leaving you soon. We're getting emotional. Thank you. Done for the township. I want to miss you a lot. But I'll still see you at the senior center.
Too young.
No, you're no.
Too old?
You're in the chorus, you're a room minister. I'm still gonna be seeing you, but thank you for everything you've done for the township. It's been a lot, so thank you very much. Okay, so December activities. We talked about this last meeting, but the Christmas walk, the senior center was open during the Christmas walk. And I think police did a great job. There were so many people out in the streets. We came through the senior center, the library. You look outside and there was a lot of people out and about. So yeah, police did a great job. But we had crafters, vendors, we had lunch, candy sales, split the pot, raffle baskets, all kinds of things. And pictures with Santa. So thank you. But so it was a big success. So let's see, December 13th, we had our Christmas gathering at the senior center. Senior chorus performed and it's an appetizer, drinks, and alcohol. Make that clear. December 11th, we went to our monthly lunch outing to the Market Street Grill in Harrison. It was really nice. They had us in a separate little room we had a pretty big group. So we were all together in a separate group. And first time I had been there, and it's a nice place. I good food there. So, Charlie Runs came again for us. Always does a great job. Of course, we were closed for Christmas. December 30th, we went to a van outing to Jungle Gems. It's always pretty good. I want to say February 13th and March 13th, AARP comes and does taxes for the seniors. So the senior center takes appointments, gives out their tax packets. The taxes are done here at the event center. We do the taxes here. And Carrie organizes that and gets them set up for them. So thank you to Carrie. And again, we have our normal activities, on go trivia, movie day, all that stuff. Exercise, crafts, so that's always standard every month, but that's it.
All right, any questions? All right, any questions from forward?
Oh, okay.
So I know we did this before, and I was thinking maybe we could try it this year, try to do an open house.
Okay, that'd be great.
And maybe we can get it, put out a mailer to all the residents and, and trying to drive our membership a little more. The membership is $5 a year, correct?
For people who live in the township,
Right.
if you live outside the township, it's $7.50, so it's very.
Right. So, and I thought maybe we could do that, and we could do just soft drinks, something small, but hopefully get people to
I
come
think
through.
it's a great idea.
And try to boost our membership and get, a lot of people don't even know it's there. So, and at least,
And I get that.
and please invite people there,
Mhm.
and, maybe we could do that maybe April or something. In May,
They do
something
that,
like
yeah. Yeah, it's little cards sent out, you know.
We can do
We
it.
actually do your newsletter.
We can put something together, we could have our spring newsletter coming out. There you go.
Oh, okay.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, that's great then, yeah.
We'll just put it in there and we'll
Okay.
schedule it in, May then. So look at your calendar and then get with Jim and let's count on that, okay?
Okay, yeah, no, that's great. I love it, yeah.
Sounds great. All right, thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, maintenance department, Mr. Miller?
Hello, everyone. Road work, month of December, Fair Lane is complete, Indian Bridge is complete. I got that done before the weather changed. In Community Park, we were cutting back underbrush and trees, all that's happening, tearing down. And the maintenance, we changed 53 street signs that were painted, replaced a lot of those. Well, what it came, we're in the process of that, and door to shelf and shop. The senior center, we got the gutters put out. The town hall, the heat was finally fixed. It's on.
He's on the right now.
Yeah, we had 9 burials month, the cemetery. And the snow that came down, a lot of snow. We're not trying to plow people's driveways in, I promise. There was just so much snow. Thought the guys did a great job. 2 new guys came and I told them snow's not that bad here. They showed up, so. But they did a good job.
How did our, snow emergency work out, which asking people to move the cars off the street?
90% of the people in township are great. You always have a few. It worked out, yes.
Good, that's,
Yes, it did. It worked out. And everybody there was very helpful.
that's what
Everybody was. Jim helped a lot. They did stuff for us and worked out a lot.
great.
Yep. Anything else?
Can you finish any questions from Mr. Miller? So while you're up there,
I want to congratulate Jimmy too. The chiefs, Jason, Kevin, well deserved. Well deserved.
so while you're up there, maintenance department did a great job. They just did an outstanding job, I believe, with the snow. It was just, everybody dealt with the same thing. And then they're out there plowing in the middle of the night all the way to the morning. Yeah, it is their job, but they still have to get up, go out, go back home, and somebody's got to do their house. So they're out there. Wayne went by, saw me out there at 4 o'clock.
It's 2 funerals to do that. They take guys away.
Well, I was getting ready to say that. And then they had 2 funerals in one day to boost, besides the 2 snowstorms they had to deal with. So just on behalf of the board, we appreciate it and extend our thanks to the whole crew. Okay?
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. I hear nothing but good things. And I got out and drove in. And I wasn't checking yet. I just wanted to check out the truck. When I thought about it, I'm like, they got it now.
Yeah.
But you got, seriously, great job.
Appreciate it.
Great job by everybody, okay?
Thank you.
Can I just echo everything
Yeah,
that
yeah, go
Dan
ahead.
said, and then also, maybe it's fair, maybe it's unfair, but, natural thing is to kind of look at your neighboring jurisdictions and the city of Cincinnati and the mess that's going on there. And so, I mean, it's even easier to hold our head high and say, that you guys did a fantastic job on behalf of the township when, you know, you're kind of comparing and apples to apples. And I think we got to tick a little bit more as far as 11 inches or whatever they estimated in some of the areas around us. So fantastic. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Maybe you could, get rid of a couple of those old dump trucks in the city.
Ours are pretty good. Ours are pretty good.
The city, they didn't even plow in the city.
They're still trying to dig out.
They're down there. You gotta be kidding me. They don't even touch the roads in downtown because it's all flat, all flat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
All right, we've been waiting for Mr. Hughes. Safety.
That's me.
It was awesome, Ron. You know, it's last night.
I left all my paperwork in the car and it was too far to walk back. I just, we closed out last year with 2 reportable BWC claims. That's incredible. You think about what our people do, fight fires, plow roads. I mean, and then have only 2, and none of those were lost time. Proud of the employees of this township because they work hard and they do a good job. And, hopefully I kept them safe for a short period of time. 57 years. Yeah. But, other than that, I mean, that's my goal is to always put safety first. And that's it. Whether you're home, whether you're here, whether you're working, you need to do it safely. Because I fell a couple times on the ice. Not good. But I'm solid as a rock. You got this stuff here, so I don't fall. But, yeah,
So that's it, the last report?
well, that's the last report. And you know me with words. I just want to say to my family, how much they allowed me to give 50-some years to this community. And without the support of your family, it don't happen. It doesn't happen. A lot of times I miss birthdays, Christmases, New Year's Eve, because somebody called 911 and they needed help. I don't regret 1 minute of what I gave to this township. It came from right here. And I still care about this. I want this township to be the best of the best. I want our fire department to be the best. The support I got from the sheriff's department for all these years. I mean, it's just crazy. The people that I've passed with, and just really good people, and really honest people, and really caring people. It doesn't hurt to help your neighbor. Learn a deed. Thank you coming up here. My boys were on the fire department, had a house fire in Cleves. Pretty well called house fire. And Cleves was on the back side of the house. We pulled up. They said, well, what are you gonna do? And I said, we're gonna put it out. So the 3 of us went in, cut holes in walls, and we put the fire out. I mean, that's a family thing. And I'm telling you, proud of my family, proud of everybody that supported me. And just want to say thanks.
That's awesome.
Keys are in it.
Well, that's your second retirement, right?
I got CG&E, I got,
So, you 55 years, right?
yeah.
55 total years, which is incredible if you think about that. Wayne wasn't even born yet, is that right? Didn't I?
That
But
public.
55 years though,
That's awesome.
if you think about that, it's pretty incredible, pretty incredible. So on behalf of Lyman Township, we appreciate every single thing you've done for us and the community. We appreciate it. Oh, you guys, Mike.
Guys, I'll get.
Yeah, again, I echo Dan's sentiments. Anybody that puts in that amount of years should be applauded, and again, we certainly appreciate it. The fact that you're a first responder and wear that uniform and put that badge on, okay, for police, fire, EMS, that even elevates it even more that you guys put your lives on the line and go out there and risk it for our residents. So thank you for everything you've done.
55 years is incredible. Let's get a picture. Come on.
Everybody get together.
I want to add one thing.
Go ahead, James.
How many years did you do that as a volunteer?
Oh, wow. Really, to be honest with you, I was always a volunteer. Even when I was fire chief, it was part-time. So in the state of Ohio, that's considered a volunteer. So I worked and gave for 55 years. I mean, we started out $3 a run. And if you were in charge, you got $6. You used to fight to get that OIC seat. That's $6.
To risk your life.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
right
right.
with me.
Next week. So,
Everybody look at me.
Probably makes a big difference.
One more for good measure. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you. We're gonna go. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't even address that. We're having a little reception afterwards in honor of, you. So if we appreciate if everybody stuck around and came over and had some drinks and talked to Jim and congratulate him. Hold on, real quick. Mr. Beck would like to say something. Oh.
Hi, Mr. Beck.
Hi there, sir. I just want to say thanks for the 40 of what I spent with you. And we had many ups and downs and many changes. It was an interesting 40 years. I can imagine what the 55 would be. But furthermore, I just like to say thank you to Sandy. How many times did I call her in the late night, early morning, and I give her the credit for putting up with your activity.
Putting up with me, right?
But thanks to Sandy along with you. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, we're done. They got a meeting, they got a business meeting.
It was like the fire truck.
We'll see you afterwards. If you want to go over and see the fire truck.
We got a big fire truck.
Thank you. We'll see you at the reception.
Yeah.
She has family issues.
Would you like to do that?
Thank you.
All right, facilities rentals, community center, Mrs. Rovers, and she is ill. Mr. Robertson.
I'm just going to hit the highlights. Obviously, she has her totals for December, but she has the next open house on January 21st. From 5 to 7, those continue to be a hit. And just letting people come up and without having to make an appointment. Tickets are on sale now for the February 8th Monday night big band concert, which will be right up here in the event center. And there's a train display on March the 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's the weekend. And that's supposed to be quite a hit, so we've got a little bit more time to promote that. But stay tuned, and then she's continuing to work on both.
All right, so February 8th, Monday night big band.
Yes.
How much are tickets?
$20 a person.
All right, and they're supposed to contact Mrs. Rovers?
Correct. She's taking the reservations and ticket sales. She's handling all of that.
Okay. And do they need to reach out to her by phone?
Yeah, she has all of her contact information. I'm looking for the image. But,
It's also on the website.
yeah, so it has been posted on social media. It has been put on,
I saw it on Facebook.
on the website. You can't find the,
There's a flyer in the folder right across the hall here, so.
I'm understanding so we're on the record, so people can see this and they really don't be able to contact them. Right.
yeah. This is a new event that they're trying to, there was some interest. We did something on New Year's Eve a couple of years back, and to trying this out. So we'll see.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you. All right, Clark, Mr. Clark.
Good evening, everyone. So this is actually, there's 3 days. It's really easy. Because there's nothing really going on for me at Park. I will say that, I want to thank Wayne. He has, done a good job communicating with me a couple times when something's, needed my attention. And so I appreciate that. Yeah, so, but, the only thing, we're starting to, schedule for, well, I should say, Andy, starting to schedule for, spring, and off we go. So it'll be here quickly. So
Baseball starts up in early March.
it starts in early March, yes. Early March.
All right, and do we, I think it's one of you, I think it's you, do we have our date for the water? Be turned back on, or that's normally in
I
April?
usually talk to Kenny because I think it gets so cold down by the river down there, we waited longer.
I know, when last year, because we moved, oh, shit, I can't even talk, we did it earlier,
Yeah.
which and the weather permitted us to, so
That's what we.
maybe if you could get a tentative date from him, maybe in, beginning of April or so,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, I've got busy schedule with the school, but I'll talk to Kenny tomorrow and figure out
Okay.
if something.
Yeah, something.
I think last year it might have been.
I thought it was mid-April.
It was, no, it was before that. It was,
I think it got cold on.
I think it was, but I think it was
Yeah,
at the
messed up the
very end of March. I really, it was the earliest week they've ever done it, so.
Yeah.
I think it would be, is that, so last year, I know when they turned the water on early, I made sure that all the heaters were turned on, in the building. So it did get pretty cold.
Well, we'll look at it when we get closer, but try to get us a tentative date so we don't get pushed off for a couple of weeks if we want to get it up and going.
Oh, I'm sorry, are you talking about the sprinkler system, or are you talking about just the water?
It's just the water in general.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, that's say we don't turn it on.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
We have water insurance.
Yeah.
And then we probably need to get together, us three, and here soon, like in the next week or two. Okay?
Yeah, I came up and saw him,
Okay.
a week ago, he told me about that, so yes,
Okay.
whenever, yes. Is there a completion date for the park, on East Miami?
No, we don't have a completion.
None right now, because we're just, everything's held up because of the weather.
But we still need to meet here the next week
Yes,
or two.
that's fine, let me know, yes.
Okay, sounds good. All right, any questions from Mr. Clark? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, it just reminded me, I was contacted recently about from I think it was a select soccer team and a select lacrosse team. And they said that they had reached out, and I don't know who they spoke with. I don't know if it was you, Andy, somebody else, I'm not really sure, but they, I guess, were inquiring about using our fields and if they could. I think that they wanted to contract and try to rent those for, I don't know if it's practice or a season or a month or 2 or 3. I'm not really sure what all they wanted, but is that something that would be addressed to you, to Jim, to you? I'm not really sure, but they
need to go through JJ and Mr. Brown.
okay.
You know, they can contact me, we'll check on the availability because there's been soccer. And,
I think they were thinking like the spring, which, you know, soccer's in the fall, but I don't know.
If renting is something you guys are going to look into, probably have to read about that, because that obviously is not the case since.
Normally, we haven't did it, we have, right, normally what we require is to have the majority
Yes.
of
Yes.
previous,
Yeah.
residents in your team to be able to access and schedule on their fields, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So maybe it's something to talk about.
Yeah,
And we see, and then we'll bring it up and then.
I haven't, that's, I've not been in contact with anybody. I'll answer your question. I've not heard anything. Normally, I'll get an email from someone or a call from someone or text saying, hey, can you reach out to this person? So. So.
So we'll go from there, we have the numbers, and then we'll have Jim reach out to them through you, or we'll talk to them, see how he feels about it, if it's something we should do.
And I think one of the things that, you and I talked with the athletic director at schools about was, they're looking for some signage that they can put up acknowledging the, past championships they've had in baseball and tennis. And we were talking about the need to identify the facilities as Miami Township West Park. And then they want to add signage to say home of Keller Tennis or Keller Baseball. And I think we need to do that because a lot of people don't know who to reach out to. So we're going to work on branding that a little better this year. And and I think we had a good discussion with TAC about what they are looking for and where they can help us. So I think we'll see a lot of improvements in that area as we move forward.
The one thing I will say real quick, and I did put it on the report, is that, the tennis coach did say something about there was on the first coach, that probably needs to be at least looked at. It probably doesn't need a complete like it did last year, but I don't know what I know you guys researched it, I don't know.
Jim's reached out to him.
It's a minor thing, but it's really something that should be.
No, and we think it should be covered in our.
It should,
We just paid a lot of money for that.
Yes, I agree.
So
And we don't want it to get as bad as it was before.
Exactly.
So,
it should be covered.
Perfect.
yeah.
Like I said, I will make sure I brought that in, so. Okay.
All right, we're all good. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, you want to go to new business, Mr. Brett?
We do old first.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All right. The only thing we have on old business.
It's on your agenda.
It's on the agenda. It's okay. Last month, we tabled the agreement for the sidewalks. And, in talking with Alex and talking with some people at ODOT, it's kind of boilerplate ODOT stuff, and they're not going to change their standard for us. So, in order to let that subdivision move on, we do need to accept that.
Where is we need that resolution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
It's
not a resolution, you need a motion to accept.
So we just need a motion to accept the agreement between the State of Ohio Department of Transportation, Miami Township, to maintain the sidewalk section along SR 264, which is Bridgetown area, and all of us located within Union County. I'll make that a motion that we move forward with that.
I will second, with the caveat that I'd like to continue to discuss these kind of things in the future. See what we can do, but I will second the motion.
Okay, Mr. Blanton,
Yes.
Mr. Robinson.
Yes.
All right, so on the new business, because our trash levy had failed initially before it was passed, there's a possibility we'll run a little short in those funds before we get our first half disbursement from the county for real estate taxes. So Ms. Hoser has asked that we pass resolution 2025-02, resolution requesting the county auditor to make advance payment of taxes pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code $321.34.
We'll get that for each fund, levy fund. And then I like it too, because we get to earn more interest instead of waiting until April or May and get our money, so. We get it, as the money comes in from the residents, the township can get that quicker. We have done that, yeah.
All right, so I'll make a motion that we move forward with resolution 2025-02 that will read into the record by Mr. Brett.
You're both recommending.
Yeah.
Okay, I will second.
Okay, Mr. Blanton,
Yes.
Mr. Robinson.
Yes.
So then the final thing under new business is, Mr. Miller has, requested, to replace 2 of the lawnmowers, and he has prices on X-Mark mowers, which is different than what we've used in the past. He feels like, and I agree, that they're a little bit heavier duty and might serve us a little better than the John Deere's. So we're gonna give those a try. The 2 mowers that he's requested total out at $25,998. And I'm gonna recommend that we get a trade-in value on the 2 that we're replacing from Herbert. And provided that number is acceptable, then we can trade those in and deduct that from the price.
Any discussion?
Any thoughts?
No, John Deere still sells them. It's just a heavier duty deck. They last longer, the hours doing mowers.
You're recommending that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you used it or? has
We
it been
demo.
close?
They dropped them off earlier in your demo. We used them before. You get 600 hours more out of each thing. They still sell them. The prices are not the same. They're John Deere.
Perfect. Thank you for doing your due diligence. Both of you to recommend it.
This was talked about in finance and in the
Budget.
TIP budget, yes.
It's in the budget for this year. So I'll go ahead and make a motion that we move forward and purchase both the mowers at $25,998.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Blanton,
Yes.
Mr. Robinson.
Yes.
Anything else, Mr. Brett?
That's it, and we're doing this.
All right, comments from the board, Mr. Robertson?
Just to update, we have a land use committee meeting today after our organizational meeting. I guess that was last Wednesday. With Hamilton County Planning and Zoning, and we're continuing to work. The committee is coming together. Leslie, the chair, was able to join us this time, and all good discussions. So our next meeting, I believe, is the last week of January, and we're hoping maybe that, maybe one more, and we can, then the committee will be able to come and present the board and make some recommendations on adopting a new 5-year plan with members. So stay tuned. Yeah, working on it.
All right, before we get into Mr. Shipman didn't make it. Do you want to read anything into the record for the fire department?
I can do that, yeah.
I think we should always put it on the record.
I kept shuffling it because I thought he would make it.
If you don't know,
I'm sure I have it. Yeah, here it is. So, fire department monthly report for December 24th. Incidents, total incidents, was 203. 10 of those in Addison, 38 in Cleves, 139 in Miami Township, 16 in North Bend. They did about 107 hours of training. Overlapping incidents, they had 203 calls with 84 overlapping incidents. So 41% of the time we had 2 units out at the same time. Mutual aid, they responded to mutual aid 9 times. We had 6 times that departments came in to help us. I think the biggest local fire was a detached garage on over near Station 68. So The fire department happenings, obviously, we were happy to deliver Santa at the police Christmas walk. And, let's see, they had the Miami Township Christmas extravaganza here at Station 70. And they helped with the giving tree here at the event center, set up a light tower out in the parking lot and things. So, that pretty much is the highlights for what they had in December. They, I know, appreciate the work that Wayne's crews did, because it's hard enough when you get around in a car, but if you have to take a fire engine down a hill and on a residential street that's tight, these guys getting the roads cleared, make it easier for the fire department to do their job and get the people and can help them when they need it. So really different driving a fire truck down one of those streets than it is driving a car.
So maybe I'll miss the show, but if you did, and maybe I didn't hear, if you did, I just want to read it into the record. So we had members of our fire department complete the state of Ohio instructor class at Scarlet Oaks become the certified state instructors. That's correct?
Yes.
We also had members of our fire department complete the state of Ohio fire safety inspector class located at Springfield Township Fire Department. So I just wanted to put that on the record. I didn't cover that part.
I did not read that part.
All right, the only thing I have, congratulations, Mr. Hughes, Wayne, thanks again, please extend our thanks to the entire board, you guys did a great job. Really appreciate it today, great job. Ms. Oger?
Nope. I don't give you thanks for approving the advancement.
Okay.
I'm fine with nothing else.
Okay. All right, motion to adjourn,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I will second it,
Okay, Mr. Bland,
yes.
Mr. Rob.
Yes.
Oops.